More techie help staying warm. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from Gobi Heat is founder and CEO Jaye Genung. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Fred. Thanks for having us again.
Well, great to see you again. You're based in the Colorado Rockies and have really made a mark in the heated apparel industry. You've been at it for, I think, about 8 years now.
Yeah, that's right. We're right now headquartered in Colorado, which has been great because I don't know if you noticed, but this year we had a great sponsorship with the Denver Broncos. So we were able to do some work for those guys and get out some licensed heated apparel to help with those chilly mile high games. So yeah, we're in Colorado and July will be 8 years of Gobi Heat.
That's awesome. Heating head to toe, as I think you like to say, and
Yep.
beyond these days.
Yeah, well, yes, true, true, true. We do, everything from socks to beanies and everything in between. A few years ago, we branched out, and I think we talked with you on your show about our heated camping chair, heated stadium seat. We also have a heated portable blanket, so you can take that blanket anywhere, which is great for camping. I also think you did a bit on our heated three-zone heated hammock also, which is fully enclosed. So it's like a mini tent that you can just throw in your backpack and it's battery heated. So we have been branching out to doing more heated gear that offers options for, those months that are, it's April, May, even June in the mountains. It's still very cold. So you're getting out, you're being active. But it's even though it's not December or January, it still get very, very chilly at night. And so we're trying to fill that need so people are comfortable just going out and enjoying their environment.
Really awesome. And let's get to the clothing because you've got some new stuff there. Tell us about some of the latest.
Yeah, so for anyone that's been following us over the years, we our kind of cornerstone product was the Sahara soft shell jacket. We made that for both men and women in myriad colors and colorways. And we've had that going for, 7, 8 years. But this last fall we launched an upgraded version, just Sahara II, keeping it simple, with some quieter fabric, four-way stretch, a silkier lining. It's a nylon lining to make it easier to get on and off, a removable hood. A little more discreet zipper locations on the pockets, and just a updated and more finished off look. So we launched Sahara 2 for both men and women. We also launched more of an entry-level vest, more of an entry-level price point, the Element heated vest, which is available both on Amazon.com and GobiHeat.com exclusively. And then we also launched the Lita, which is a kind of a little twist on the puffer jacket. It's more, I call it a sport puffers, kind of got a sporty feel to it. Um, and I think that's doing really well. It comes in a couple colors for women, and it's a design that I really am proud of.
Terrific. You know, a lot of people over the years, when then they've designed uh, heated clothing, it's been pretty male centric and hasn't always looked great on women. I guess that's one of the things that can set your line apart is what you're doing for both women and
Yeah.
men.
And that was very intentional, right? And it makes sense. A lot of the heated brands were born out of what was back then very male dominated trades. So, plumbing, electrical, framing, etc. That is still continues to be a very male dominated career path, but we're seeing more and more women enter into the trades, especially as we kind of have a generation going on in the trades right now where not so many people want to join the trades. So it's becoming more open for women to join the trades, and I think that's great. And so, what some of these tool brands that did heated apparel simply utilizing the battery that goes in the drill or the circular saw, whatever it ends up being, it was very utilitarian and meant to solve a very specific problem for gentlemen in the trades. Um, and then even, I see workwear and then the hunting fishing category, there's some parallels there, right? Where it was more male for a very long time. And as we've evolved as a society, we're seeing more women enjoy the outdoors and go out. And, we have a ton of influencers in that hunting fishing realm who are women, and they're doing an excellent job of showing future generations that they can take care of themselves, and they're very capable. And so what we've been doing is taking that foundation of a very male dominated, men are outside, women are inside, and following that pattern of more women are feeling empowered enough to go out hunting, go out fishing, experience some of these previously more male dominated recreational activities, and like I said, join the trades. And so it's important that brands like ours keep up and provide products to serve those needs. Again, equestrian, right? It's a very female dominated field. There was not a lot of female friendly styles in heated apparel until more recent years. We have a very solid equestrian following also.
Terrific. And so we're talking about the Sahara II,
Yes.
and you've done that with the styling of these jackets, and the colors that are available. And beyond
Yeah.
that, they appear to be lightweight, but the heating elements will keep you going.
And that's kind of the paradox with heated clothing, right? If you're having the heated clothing conversation, it's because it's really cold. And we have been conditioned that it's really cold. You need lots of layers. It's really cold. You need, lots of bulky insulation. You need goose down. And the heating system rewrites that story where you can have a long sleeve t-shirt and a Sahara II on, and you're able to be agile, move around, and not be, like the Marshmallow Man. So yes, that is, and thanks for noticing that we do walk that line of providing a high quality product, but not necessarily a heavy duty, bulky product.
Very nice. And the heating elements that you have are sufficient, I guess, to keep the body warm, front and back.
Yes, yeah. And so we design each product very much with the use case in mind. We start with what is happening when this person reaches for this item, what's going on, what are their challenges. And so if it's, if they're out in Montana tending to their horses, they may need a little bit more heat than a mom walking her kids to school in Northern California. So there's a different number of heat zones, there's different placement of heat zones. And then also we walk the line of different people experience heat differently. So we will occasionally have people say, I can't even have it turned on low. It's too hot. The jacket is warm enough on its own, and it's too hot on low. And then there are other people that say, well, I have to keep it on high. So we all experience heat differently. And then we're all doing different things, and we try to navigate those variables and produce products that make life a little easier for everyone.
Tell us about some of the other things that really differentiate your product line. I guess one of those things would be the batteries that you use.
Yes, yes. We not, this is called Techstination, so we're allowed to nerd out a little bit here, right? So what makes a battery last longer, right, is the number of watt hours, right? That's kind of the drill down distilled measurement of a battery. You can talk about voltage and milliamp hours, but it comes down to the watt hours, and that's how much power you're going to get. So then it's very easy to make a battery that has a lot of watt hours, right? You can just make a giant battery and have it be 150 watt hours. That doesn't work with apparel, obviously. So then the other school of thought is, well, it's apparel, you need to go the smallest amount, but then, you're lasting an hour. So there you need to find this middle ground, this balance of bulk or volume, if you will, and then how many watt hours are in that volume. So it simply said, it's energy density. And Gobi Heat does have the highest energy density standard sold of the major heated brands. And it's, when you get looking at it's really interesting how much less some of the major brands have for watt hours.
And that's important if you're going to be out and about. But of course, you can always purchase a spare battery. That's one of the things, since they just plug right in, right?
Yep, they're all interchangeable. And yeah, you can absolutely purchase a spare battery. So it becomes a balancing act, again, serving the individual and what they're doing. Is it a mom who's just walking her kid to school, 15 minutes there and back? She only needs an hour. So maybe she wants the smallest, lightest battery she can. And it's important to offer those options. But then there's the other use case, guy out on a ranch in the snow for 8-10 hours. He wants all of the heat all day long. And so having a battery that isn't super bulky that will last him all day long is very, very important.
On the subject of batteries, that's something else new that you have in your product line. I saw a new portable power station.
Yes, we did do a portable power station this year, and that goes to that sentiment of wanting to have solutions for people that are getting out camping and having, overnight experiences. And well, if my battery lasts 8 hours and I'm gone for 5 days, I want to be able to recharge my battery. It's also great for, people that use CPAP and that they have to be off grid and life-sustaining medical devices. It's good to have that backup. It's a 614 watt hour power station. But again, it's got really good energy density. So it's a small form factor, but it'll keep you going for several days depending on what you're using it for. And it also appeals a lot to preppers. So emergency preparedness, lights go out, who knows what's going on with weather events these days. And you can simply unplug your fridge, plug it into the power station, and it's going to run it. And you're going to save your food. So there's a lot of advantages with these portable power stations, and we certainly wanted to offer that and support our customer base.
Terrific. Well, for more info on the full product line, where's the best place for people to go?
GobiHeat.com, Fred.
GobiHeat.com. Jaye Genung, congratulations on all of the innovations, and thanks for spending time with us.
Thanks, Fred.